You know, God really takes this Sabbath day stuff serious. It says, for he created the heavens and earth and everything that he created in 6 days, and God made the seventh day holy for all his works. Therefore, he commanded on its behalf that whoever does any work thereon will die, and that he who defiles it will surely die. This is for that reason, command the sons of Israel to observe this day, that they may keep it holy, and not to do any work on that day, and do not defile it, as it is holier than all other days. And whoever profanes it will surely die, and whoever does any work on that day will surely die forever. And the sons of Israel may observe this day throughout their generations, and not be rooted out of the land. For it is a holy day and a blessed day, and everyone who observes it and keeps the Sabbath thereon from all his work will be holy and blessed throughout all days, like to us. Okay, so this is the angels talking. This is the angels conveying this message. Oh, yeah. And the messenger of the presence spoke to Moses according to the word. Okay, so, yeah, the messengers, the angels were telling, this is the angels talking to Moses, about the importance of this. Because, like I said, even the angels had to keep that day holy. See, it says, declare and say to the sons of Israel the law of this day, both that they should keep Sabbath thereon, and that they should not forsake it in the error of their hearts, and that it is not lawful to do any work thereon which is unseemly, to do their own pleasure on that day, and that they should not prepare anything to be eaten or drunk, and that day is not lawful to draw water or bring in or take out thereon through their gates any burden, which they had not prepared for themselves on the 6th day in their dwellings. And you can't do nothing. And it's so funny because the other day when I was going to Aldi to get some stuff on that day, so you really supposed to just chill. Like, you supposed to, if you want to cook dinner, you need to cook. You're not supposed to do no work, no labor. Cooking is labor. Cleaning is labor. You're not supposed to do none of that on the Sabbath. You're supposed to chill and give your glory to God. That's it. You're not supposed to cook. You need to prepare dinner the day before. Because it says what? It says, and that they should not forsake in the error of their hearts, and that it is not lawful to do any work on that day, which is unseemly, to do their own pleasure on that day, and that they should not prepare anything to be eaten or drunk, and that is not lawful to draw water or bring in or take out through their gates any burden, which they had not prepared for themselves on the 6th day in their dwellings, and that they would not bring in or take out from house to house on that day. For that day is more holy and blessed than any Jubilee day of the Jubilees. On this we kept Sabbath in the heavens, before it was made known to any flesh to keep Sabbath on earth. So yeah, like I was just saying, the angels had to keep that day holy before it was even known to humans. And the creator of all things blessed it, but he did not sanctify all peoples and nations to keep Sabbath thereon, but Israel alone. See what I'm saying? This book was made for us alone. And this is why they have done the things, switched up everything that they have switched up, so that we won't keep the Sabbath holy. It says, and he did not sanctify all peoples and nations to keep the Sabbath holy, but Israel alone. Them alone he permitted to eat and drink and to keep Sabbath there on the earth. And the creator of all things blessed this day, which he had created for a blessing and a sanctification and a glory of all above all days. This law and testimony was given to the sons of Israel as a law forever to their generations. To the generations. And they didn't trick us out our spot. And for years, for years. And this is what I'm saying. I wonder if these Levites know this. I wonder if the Levites know. Because the Levites are the pastors. They are the pastors. That's in the book of Numbers. It's almost like I'm going to need to go through a whole... We're going to have to really... Come on, Ari. Like, before you be showing my stuff. It's like, I wonder if they know this stuff. I wonder if they know that we're not... Church ain't supposed to be on Sunday. That alone is getting us in trouble. But then they just switched up, like I did in that other video. They switched up everything. The enemy, which is your GOV officials, to purposely lead us astray. Because they do their worship services maybe on the of course, when you understand how the enemy works, he's not original. He's not a creator of nothing. So he takes what's God's way, he alters it by one day. Just like this whole like Illuminati thing. God is about illumination, to bring light to darkness. He brought the light to darkness. But they changed up God's word and changed that one last letter from an E to an I. And for them to want to bring darkness onto the world versus illuminating and bring light onto the world. And I like months ago, because last year sometime, remember when I was at the shelter and I started writing about the Enlightenment era. See, I got to do a lot of studying and research, but I was writing about that. I got it in my little book right here. It's something about the Enlightenment era that God needs me to get into. But that's when a lot of this Illuminati mess really started. It's something about year 1776. Like, it's a lot of hidden secrets. And it's nothing but the enemy wanting to just copy God and have rulership and take over and lead the people astray, to lead everyone astray, but especially us. Especially us. As he said in the Antichrist interview, the power that the black people have, because for they are a spiritual people, the Antichrist knows. We don't have to ask to be spiritual. We are anyway. Like, even when we're not awakened, even when we're lost, we lost. But we are still a spiritual people. And they know it's just in us. It's not on us. We're not hated for no reason. We are the people who are fewer. We have less. We have the most destruction amongst us. But yet we are still the most hated. Because it's not what's on you. It's what's in you, baby. It's what's in you. God lives within us. Our soul belongs to him. Even when the demons come in, squat in there, our soul still owns him. This house is God's house. He's the owner. He's the owner of all things. He owns it. Them demons coming in, squat and rent for a little bit. But eventually, God will evict them out. He'll evict them out. Get you back your house. His house. I think I did that video too on my page somewhere. Yeah, I said, can the devil really can you really sell your soul to the devil? You really can't. You can rent it to him. You can rent it, but God owns souls. The devil can rent it. The devil's not a creator. He's a manipulator. He manipulates God's things. That's what I was really getting to about the Sabbath. He manipulated that one day. He manipulates everything. Everything. He can only manipulate, alter what God originally created. Just like how I was doing that video about the portals. God created our senses for his greater good. And of course, what the enemy do? Manipulate our senses for his greater good. that video I did about the portals, how he uses our portals, which is our 5 senses that God gifted us with for several different reasons. And the enemy uses those same things. He manipulates God's creation for his own good. He's such a sucker. Like, you're not original. Like, you're a fluke. You're the counterfeit. This is why the word counterfeit even exists, because that's what the enemy is. He's such a sucker, bro. It's like, you're a clown. Very much so a clown. Goofy, bit goofy. Bit goofy. He irritates me because he's just not original. And then you got the people leading all the people astray. You're going to change the Sabbath day from Saturday to Sunday. Leading all the people astray. But he manipulates by one day. Just like Kwanzaa is supposed to be the day that we celebrate. But he got us doing it the day before Kwanzaa. It's always one little change, one by one. He changes it by one. Literally. Just like the whole Hanukkah. The thing I was talking about in that video, with the fake Jews and the real Jews, us as the real Jews or Hebrews. That's why I believe, because I read something one time saying that they're not, like, you know, I don't really know like the word I'm looking for, but basically it's like a negative thing. I don't know the real word I'm looking for, but it's a negative thing to say, to call them Hebrews. And when I was reading that months ago, now I get why. Because they know that they're not the real Hebrews. It's offensive. Like over there, I guess, if you call them Hebrew, they're to be called Jews because they are the Jews. They're not the Hebrews. We really are Hebrews. But when I was doing research, it says that the name was Hebrew. The name for Jews was Hebrew. But they're the fake Jews. They're fake. They're not the real ones. So just like they celebrate Hanukkah with the 8 sticks. It's not supposed to be 8 sticks. In the book of Exodus, it says only 1 stick in the middle, 3 on one side, and 3 on the other side. And it's for a total of 7 sticks to celebrate the Passover. So it's supposed to be 7. It ain't no 8. And we know God's number is 7. For he created... What we talking about right here with the Sabbaths, the 7 days, the 7 weeks, the 7 everything. And they got 8. It ain't no 8. Ain't even no 8 days in a week for you to be having a candlestick for 8 days. It's 7 days in a week. It's like so much BS, bruh. We're supposed to celebrate Kwanzaa, not Christmas, not Hanukkah, none of that other BS. Kwanzaa. All this stuff that they done lied and just lies. Lies, man. But let me finish, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. I don't know if I'm going to add this and that one or how it's going to go, but these videos going up. They're going up. But I'll see y'all because this little enemy, he really irks my nerves because he's such a clown. Like, dang, grow up. Just stay in your place. Everybody want to be the big dog. Stay in your place. Everybody can't be the leader. Everybody has a role. Know your role and stay in it. Everybody can't be the head honcho. You not God. You can't do what he do, boo. And it's just like, dang. Like, this envy thing that he has with God just really sickens me because it's like, just think about your normal people. They envy you because they want your spot so bad. Don't even know what it takes to really have your spot. Don't know all the cons that go with having your spot, but yet they want your spot so bad. You don't know how God really feels about his spot. Like, but yet you want it so bad because it seems so cool how much power you have. How much influence and dominion that you have over these people, over the world, over the angels, and you just want to have that same kind of power. Like these regular people do. They envy you because of who you are, what you do, what's naturally in you. And they envy you. Don't even know what it takes to be you. Don't even know how hard it really is to be you, but yet they envy you. I'm like, what? Come on now. But let me finish reading, y'all. Let me finish reading. I'll see y'all in the next video.